Welcome to the stage, the team MyRise.
Hi, my name is Noe, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of MyRise. This photo was taken in the middle of the night during a school trip in France. At the time, I was living in Denmark and already sick from mold exposure in my school. But on this trip, it finally pushed me over the edge. I remember calling my mom because I had completely crashed down. I could barely breathe. What the photo doesn't show is me, sitting there, crying in the street behind the camera, scared, and realizing I had just lost my health. The next day, I took the first flight back to Iceland and had to quit my school program in Denmark. It took me over a year to fully recover my health from this, but that same year made me realize something important. That the hardest part about getting back up is not starting, but staying consistent when life knocks you down. And today, most people struggle with the same thing in fitness, consistency. Not because they don't want to work out, but because current solutions aren't built for life's ups and downs. What people truly need is guidance, flexibility, and emotional support. And that is why we are creating the MyRise app, with an emotionally intelligent AI coach that listens, understands, adapts, and guides you based on your mood, energy, and life, creating workouts that fit today while keeping you on track for tomorrow with a fun and supportive community. The global fitness app market is booming and expected to become 4 times bigger in the next 5 years. And right now, with AI becoming more personal and adaptive than ever, this is exactly the right time. Yes, there are a lot of fitness apps out there. Strava, MyFitnessPal, Sing, and they've all proven there's a demand. And of course, real-life fitness coaches are also a competition, but they're expensive and not scalable. What the apps today miss is the human side of fitness. We are building the first emotionally intelligent AI coach, like having a human partner in your pocket. We have a freemium subscription model because we want MyRise to be accessible for anyone and create impact. We expect around 10% to convert into paying users, and in the next couple of weeks, we will start private beta testing. We are a founding team of 3. Our CTO, Sami, a super smart and hardworking guy with a big heart. Tara, our CPO, with a real gift for design, who is positive and truly understands people. And myself, just a normal guy with a big purpose. The other day, I asked myself, why did I even take this picture? And for a long time, I thought it was just a random bad photo of a dark street. But maybe everything happens for a reason. Maybe I took the photo to tell this story today. Because in that moment, sitting there, I was at my lowest, thinking I had nothing left to give. But this day is where MyRise began. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most crowded market ever to get into. So how, maybe I'm just asking because it wasn't clear in the pitch, how do you differentiate yourself in this crowded space? Because most people who care about their fitness already use some tools.
Exactly.
How do you get them to switch?
Definitely, a good question. So most AI tools today, for example, they have a very broad focus. They can generate workouts, but they don't have something called an episodic memory. They are not able to schedule or follow up, but we are different because we have a smaller focus on only this fitness app market, which lets our codes have a worldview of each user's, their goals, routines, etc. And then he is able to follow up, schedule, and all of that. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just, help or advice. Rather than going broad, go much more narrower and have a smaller group of people, define the customer segment more
Okay.
shorter,
Yeah.
smaller. And in Iceland, it's easier to do because you'll find people who are, they fell down because of CrossFit or some of that, or running or some of that. So find the niche that works for you to kind of build out, because I think broad you can definitely address it, but making it narrow is a good idea, because if you go broad, you probably won't hit anybody.
Thank you for your advice. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm just super curious about the emotional intelligence part of it, because I think that's very important. And I've tried lots of fitness apps, never found one that I really like. But I pay for them, which is kind of, I guess, good for them, and I don't use them. So I'm just wondering, how do you approach the emotional intelligence bit of it, and how do you use AI for emotional intelligence?
Yes, that's a good question. So, in a short answer, emotional intelligence for us means really understanding the user, where he comes from, what his goals are, and for the AI to really do that. If I answer it correctly, or
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. When we have more time.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Great.
MyRise. Yeah. Thank you. Noe, Sami, and Tara, thank you so much.